what's going on YouTube. Driving to South Carolina and just doing a lot of thinking. I wanted to make a video about the importance of getting rid of certain people in your life, man. And maybe not necessarily getting rid of them, but you got to put them at a distance, and why that's important. And maybe I can share a story with you in my life that'll help you understand why I think the way I think and how it's helped me in my life. So when I was a young guy, we're talking like 8, 9 years old, I went into the foster care system. Okay, my family split up. My mom was a single mom on welfare. She had 5 kids and we didn't have a father around. So my mom, we all split up. Long story short, my 2 older brothers kind of ran the roads. My sister went to her aunt's house. My little brother went back to his dad's house. And I ended up in a foster care system. I was the only one who went into the foster care system. And when I went into that system, you know, you always want to go back to your family, man. I don't care how bad they are for you or what they do in life. A young man or a young girl is going to always want to migrate back to where their family's at, because that's who they love, you know. And that's what I wanted to do. And so I bounced around from foster home to foster home, and then I went into a boys' home for 2 years. A place called Tara Hall Home for Boys, out of Georgetown, South Carolina. You can look it up on the internet. Go Google it. They're not open no more. They shut down. They were there for a long time, though, 20, 30 years. But I went there, and when I went there, there was many nights where I laid in bed and I thought about my family, and I wanted them to come and rescue me from there. And it never happened for me. And I realized at 8, 9 years old that nobody's coming for you, man. Nobody's coming for you. And so this world meets nobody halfway. If you want something in life, you got to take it. You got to go get it, man. The world ain't meeting nobody halfway. And the quicker you realize that shit, the quicker you're going to be able to accomplish your dreams and your goals, and you're going to put yourself in a better situation to win in life, okay? The quicker you realize that shit and get it in your head. And don't have a victim mentality, like somebody owes you something, because nobody owes you anything, okay? Remember that. Nobody owes you anything, okay? You owe it to yourself to go and achieve your dreams. And I learned that at a young age. Now, did it build up a lot of resentment in my life? Yeah, man. And that's something I struggle with today. I still have a lot of resentment. You know, I've gotten rid of a lot of it, but I'm actually glad they left my ass out there in that boys' home, because things worked out for me. It made me very independent. Now, things could have went left. I could have ended up in prison. I could have ended up dead or on drugs. But I never really had that victim mentality, man. I grew up saying to myself, you know, I'm going to show them that I'm going to be somebody one day. That was my mindset. And I did. It worked out, man. And so I would just tell you, the quicker you realize that nobody's coming for you, man, you'll do better there. Now, let's talk about getting rid of people in your circle and people in your life. Now, my brothers and my family, I love them a lot. And as I was growing up, I noticed that a lot of the decisions that they were making in life, it wasn't working out for them too well. You know, they were getting in trouble with the law. They were in and out of detention centers. And later on in life, as they got older, they started messing with drugs and stuff like that. And it just didn't fan out real well for them. And so as I started getting older, I still went around them and stuff, but I realized that if I didn't get away from them, I was going to get caught up in it. And a lot of times you can be guilty by association. And what I mean by that is, when I was like 18 years old, me and my brother and another guy, we were together one night, and we went into a bar, and there was a guy in the bar who needed a ride home, and my brother Benji told me, Chance, fella needs a ride home. Let's give him a ride home. I said, okay. I hadn't drank anything that night. And when we was in my car, my brother Benji was in the back seat with him. My cousin was over here to the right. And all of a sudden, my brother Benji says, Chance, stop the car, stop the car. He's back here trying to sell me drugs. And I stopped the car. My brother Benji said, get out the car. So he put him out the car. And I guess the guy was mad because we done that. And he walked across the street to the police department. And he accused us of strong arm robbery. And within an hour, the law come around there to my house, our house, and my dad's house, and locked my ass up for strong arm robbery, man. I was 18 years old facing 15 years in prison. My foster mom came and bailed me out. She paid like $500 for me to get out. My bond was like $5,000 and they got me out. But I was facing 15 years for freaking strong arm robbery for something that didn't even happen, man. And I was guilty by association because my brother was in the back seat with him, and we decided to put the dude in the car. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Long story, okay? Short. Long story short. And so later on in life, as I got older, I started realizing that I couldn't be around people who were up to no good. And so my brothers, as they got older, they went one way and I went the other way. I got a younger brother who's in jail right now. I looked him up. I haven't talked to that boy in 8 years, and I looked him up the other day on the internet to see where he was at and what he was doing with his life. And man, he's in jail right now. Apparently, he beat up a damn police officer or something like that. He's probably got 10 charges on him. He's probably looking at 15 years in prison, and he's sitting down there in the county jail. And it's my little brother, man. Me and my little brother, we used to play G.I. Joes together. We used to run together. And that joker was sitting there facing all these charges. And I will just tell you, there wasn't nobody more closer than someone than me and him when we were kids. But I had to get away from him, because if not, I'd have been right there with him, okay? And just because you get away from family and friends and stuff, that don't mean you're disloyal. It just means that you ain't trying to live your life like that, man. That's hard. It is a tough thing to do, man, to get away from people. But sometimes you got to make that kind of call, man. And I don't regret none of my decisions, because some of their own children has gotten older, and they reach out to me, and I talk to them, and I try to be a good uncle to them and give them good advice. And sometimes the advice that I give is tough, but it's nothing that I wouldn't do, or nothing that I've ever recommended to anyone. It's not anything that I ain't never done myself, or that I'm not willing to do myself. And so sometimes you got to cut people off, man. Sometimes if their values don't align with yours and what you believe in, you got to cut them off and cut them out of your life, because you can't get mad if you bring them into your life and you allow them to come around you, and then they start affecting other people in your life because the other people in your life like what they're doing. So I don't play that shit. Like, nah, I'm very protective over my circle. Like, when it comes to my kids and my family, I don't let negative people get around them that believe in things that we don't believe in. I don't even let that shit happen. So, and I'm the same way with my kids. My kids know what I believe in. They know what I stand for. And they know that if I'm with you, I'm with you. And they also know that the decisions that they make, if they make them and it goes against policy, if it goes against what our family values are, what we believe in, there's consequences for that shit. And you're going to pay for it. And if you're willing to go ahead and do that, then and go against what we believe in, and you're willing to do that, then just know you got to pay the consequence. I think that that's a big problem with a lot of parents nowadays. Parents, they're friends with their kids, or they say things like, I love little Johnny, I love him no matter what. And that's the problem. There's no fear. Fear is a good thing if it's used the right way. And sometimes parents, I'm not saying that I don't love my kids with all my might, but there's got to be some consequences in some of the things you do. Like, I have no drug policy. You do drugs in my home or around us, and that's a good way to get put on outside the circle. We don't play that game, because I know what drugs will do to people. It will kill you dead as a doorknob. I don't play that, and they know that. And so there's just things that I don't get behind, and you have to have a zero tolerance policy on it. You know what I'm saying? it ain't no mistakes. Like, you knew that shit before you did it. So you're going to pay the price whenever you go do it. And I'm telling you, when you start setting lines in the sand and you enforce those lines, your life will get better. And even the people who are related to you or kin to you that love you and want to be around you, they will be thankful, or they will think twice before they go do something. I guarantee you, my 2 boys and my daughter, if anybody ever tries to give them drugs or whatever, they know what I mean, and they know that if they do it, where I stand at, when I say it, I mean it. I say what I'm going to do, and I do what I'm going to say, and they know that. And so I want that little bit of fear in the back of their mind. I planted that seed. It's a good thing. It will keep them straight. It will keep them from doing stupid shit. And so I would just tell you, man, if you want to get to where you want to go, if you're truly passionate about where you're trying to go to, which is, for me, has always been the top of Championship Hill. And right now in my life, I'm in Championship Hill. I'm there. I've been there for a long time in my mind, but like, I'm really starting to see what Championship Hill looks like. I'm telling you, when you get there, it's great. You have financial freedom. You have the ability to move up and down the street like you want to. You have the ability to go out and get something to eat wherever you want to go eat. You have the ability to tip a waitress $100 and not even feel about it. I mean, it don't even hurt you. You have the health to look good and feel good. That's what Championship Hill is. And you don't get there unless you get rid of certain things in your life. You got to get rid of certain people. You got to get rid of certain people in your life that have bad habits, or they don't think morally the same way you do, or that they're doing stupid shit. You know what it is. And so I wanted to give you this message and tell you that. It's a short message, but it's a very important message. There's nothing wrong with distancing yourself. I love all my brothers, and if they reached out to me, or my family, if they reached out to me, I'd probably help, but it'd be from a distance, you know? It'd be from a text message. It damn sure wouldn't be around them, because they don't live the way I live. I can't have it in my life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like about it, or whatever, or don't. And I hope that it finds you, and I hope it helps you. We'll see you on the next one. Later.